Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is such a pleasure and a privilege to welcome you here to Congregation Sherith Israel. Show of hands, has anyone not been here before? Wow, okay, so a lot of people. So welcome to our beautiful sanctuary. We're blessed to have, I guess we're going to call them the Tali Rubinstein trio, although this is basically a Sherith Israel project. We're very excited. We've had initially Tali playing, accompanying our Shabbat services, and our original pianist, Omree Gal Oz, is unfortunately unwell, so we are joined by the wonderful Gaia Shell on piano because it's live music, and we deal with illnesses, and so we have a wonderful replacement artist. A little bit about the artists. Angelo Spampinato, our drummer, is a gifted and versatile percussionist and drummer from the Bay Area. He studied at Berklee College of Music in Boston and has since performed with many renowned artists all over the world. Gaia Shell is a very versatile jazz pianist, flautist, and vocalist known for her subtle romanticism and distinctive swinging touch. Gaia graduated with distinction from the jazz program at McGill in Montreal, and she received an early Canada Council grant for the arts to study in New York City with many of the jazz greats. Other awards include grants through the South Arts Jazz Road and the Composers Fellowship Award in Vermont College of Fine Arts. She made her California debut as a twice-featured performer at the San Jose Jazz Festival and has since been performing professionally, internationally in diverse contexts ever since. Tali Rubinstein, whose music we are celebrating today, many of these compositions are Tali's original compositions, was trained in classical, Baroque, and Renaissance music from a young age. She studied at many prestigious institutions in Israel and received scholarships from the America-Israel Cultural Foundation from 1994 to 2006. She received a full tuition scholarship to attend Berklee College of Music and was actually the first recorder player to attend the college and was chosen to represent the college at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in DC. Recently, she's been collaborating with multiple Grammy award-winning producer Javier Limon on several projects and other world-renowned musicians. She has performed at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, the Kennedy Center, Birdland Jazz Club, and toured to over 15 countries. She has performed as a soloist with the Israeli Andalusian Orchestra, the Orchestra of St. Luke's, and the Manila Symphony Orchestra, and recorded for Univision and Nickelodeon TV. So please welcome to our sanctuary, Angelo Spampinato, Gaia Shell, and Tali Rubinstein.
Hi, everyone. Wow, people. It's real, right? I don't know, like, is this the Zoom background or it's like, what's happening? Seriously, it's a little bit of a shock right now. Thank you, Toby. I didn't hear what you said, so hopefully it was the better things and not all the bad things. So we're super excited today because it's a show. And we've waited like for 2 years to be back on stage. So thanks for being with us in this really exciting moment. And today we're gonna play some, for a lack of a better definition, jazz recorder. Actually, it is a recorder. The jazz part it's something kind of a mishmash of a lot of different kind of music together. And before we get into all of that, I just want to start by giving you a little glimpse of where the recorder actually came from. So originally, we weren't going to do it actually until this morning. We thought it's going to be cool if you guys heard some Van Eyck, which you probably don't hear so much. This piece is from the 17th century, and it's one of the, I guess, like a typical repertoire for recorder, which is European classical music from that era, 16th and 17th century. Did I say 17? 17, okay. He's my, how do you say, make sure that I don't mess up the information. Huh? Fact checker. English. I'm gonna learn English right after the show. Okay, so let's start, shall we? So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. And I came from that background as well. So me and Van Eyck went to high school together. No, but like I was studying this kind of music for many, many, many years until I was like in my 20s, where I discovered the world of jazz. And that was my biggest rebellious phase, okay? Because I was always like very, I wouldn't say obedient, but I just wanted to make everyone happy, the grown-ups and the teachers, and to do well and to be okay and everything like that. And then I just was fed up by the kind of like having to fit into some kind of a norm, you know? So I said, I'm gonna go study jazz and improvise. And actually, I still feel that kind of energy that I don't know if rebellious exactly, but this kind of freedom that you can really express whatever you want through any kind of improvisational art, and it just allows you to explore. So even when I go back to play classical music, I feel like it really changed my approach about it, and I'm so thankful for that, for all the, the schools that taught me jazz and this kind of approach that I've gotten from many teachers, etc. So let's get into, we're gonna start the original music part of this concert by a piece called Inspiration. And it goes like this. Thank you. You're probably wondering, what did I just wear? Got it on Amazon. No. Don't buy on Amazon. It's evil. But no, it's called a great bass recorder. And you know why? Huh? Because it's great. Yes, exactly. It's really great. It's one step bigger than the bass recorder, which you'll hear soon. And I just discovered this instrument maybe 5 years ago, and it really changed my life because it's actually not that low as it sounds. Does that make sense? Like if you compare it to the notes on the piano, if you play it on the piano, it's like, oh, it's just like in the middle of the range. But a recorder in that range just sounds so like haunting, and just what it brings out of any musician is totally different than what you heard before the higher recorders. So there's so much versatility in this instrument. I'm trying to kind of sell you the idea of playing the recorder, by the way. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of how it sounds. Thank you. I'd like to introduce these beautiful, amazing people surrounding me, I guess also you. I don't know all of you, but these guys over here. So this is Gaya Shell on piano. And this is Angelo Spampinato on drums. And I have to say, I gotta tell you a little secret about Gaya. She joined us yesterday because the guy who was gonna play piano, who was practicing for several weeks this material, maybe got COVID, I don't know. Don't worry, we didn't meet with him, so we're good. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but he obviously didn't want to put anyone at risk. And he just felt like just staying in bed and feeling lousy also. So Gaia just jumped in, and we just met yesterday, so this is so incredible what she's doing. I can't even explain to you. And you probably wouldn't have known if I didn't just tell you the secret, but I just wanted to share because it's extra amazing. And this guy, he's fine. He's fine. We're roommates, so yeah. Yeah, we get along pretty well. Yeah. I'll tell you more about him later. Okay. Next song is called Dirt and Sand. It sounds better in Hebrew. It's called Chol ve'afar. It sounds biblical in Hebrew. שלום יחידי, אישי האהוב, הלכתי רחוק לעולם לא אשוב, נהיה לאבק, נשכח מהכל. שלום אהובי, אישי היקר, חציתי ימים אל עולם לא מוכר, רמסתי אותך, ממני נותר חול ועפר, באתי אליו לפקוח עיניי, כעת טוב ורע ידועים לי מדי, דרשת סליחה, קפצתי ידיי. דרשתי אמת, קיימתי זרה. בין דין לדיבור יש תהום פעורה. מתחת אורי הפכתי זרה. Thank you. So this is actually a part of a project I recorded recently, 3 years ago, an album of all songs. There's no instrumental tune there, which was a huge challenge for me because singing is really hard. But I just felt like, I don't know, the Hebrew language is so beautiful. And I'm not just saying it because I'm in a synagogue and I have to say it because they're watching, but because it just has this sound, I think, to it. It's just like breathy and kind of, it's very different than English, and it just helps me express so much, that I can't do only on recorder. So yeah, I want to tell you about this guy here. So we met in Berklee College of Music, where we both attended, which wasn't really, I couldn't really study recorder there, but I still somehow did it. They actually wrote me as a flute major because there was no way to put it in the system. But anyway, the first ensemble I had there was with this guy, and I thought, he's amazing. So later on, when we both ended up in New York, I asked Angelo to play with me in my band. And then what happened is, I don't know if you know this, but I developed like a really big crush on him because he's so cute. And also, not because only that, but also he played so well. Combination was amazing. And he was just always the best vibe and always a yes man to everything, even if I asked him to sing in Hebrew and do things that he has no prior experience with, and he always went for everything, always did extra, and learned the song by heart. Like, it's just like the best.
You're not telling them you fired me, though.
Oops. Yeah, I was gonna leave that part out.
It happened.
I ended up letting him go. I made a change in the instrumentation. That's really, it sounds like such an excuse, but it was true. I was very sad to let him go. But then, one day, I heard that he broke up with his girlfriend, and then he also started like texting me like to meet, and I thought like, wait a second, are we friends? What is that? Is this just a friendly thing? Is it not? And eventually, somehow, we got together. It was my dream come true. And I was thinking, so, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We got married. And, but the thing, it's kind of a spoiler. I was actually gonna do a whole thing, a build-up, and then say that I'm gonna propose to you. And like, fool you guys and then saying, haha, no, we're married. But then I realized it's so idiotic to do it. So I didn't do that, but I was thinking, because we got married like a COVID marriage in April. So it was just both of us with double masking. It was before the vaccine. And in front of this clerk who was also doubling, like she took our information, the credit card, and then went to change and put on a judge gown. We're like, oh, it's happening right now. We thought we were supposed to come back a different day. And no, it's like, no, okay, you're married. And we're like, cool. And then we went to get our second vaccine. It was a great day. We took photos of everything. But we never actually, so I never said this at any occasion, but is there a rabbi in the audience? No, I was thinking just it would be such a cool idea to just get married like officially with a rabbi, with all these people are here already. So, I mean, maybe later, on live stream and everything. Right. Can we do a little like I do somewhere in the Havdallah? There's room for that? Okay, well, just an idea, just a thought. We don't actually have to do it, but I just thought we could do it. But we're not going to do it, definitely. It's a bad idea. So that's the story. And now I get to play with him again. Even though I fired him, he still was cool to keep playing.
Tough to get rid of me.
I know, it's really tough, yeah. And now we're actually going to play like 2 songs together. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. You and I. Okay. And the next piece we're gonna do together is like I really should have more breaks in my music. It's like nowhere to take a breath. It's really not good writing for a recorder. But the next piece is called Debka, and it's, I think, like some traditional piece by someone unknown, or it's not known who wrote it, but Shem Tov Levi, who's an Israeli flutist, composer, singer, songwriter. He made his version of it, which I listened to a lot, and I took that and I made like a much more minimalistic version, because originally there are like 10 different like vocals and a whole band and then horns and I don't remember what. So this is the narrowed down version. Thank you. If you heard like a kind of raspy sound from the recorder, it's COVID. No, sorry, that's not nice. You probably know, but I was like humming singing to the recorder and playing, and it creates this like constant buzz all the time. Very interesting. You should try. Okay. Next song is called Nina. Actually, you want to clap? Thank you. See, this is like Israelis, even when they write a happy song, it has to end kind of sad. That's like an Israeli thing. Another Israeli thing is I have falafel waiting for me outside. This is true. It sounds like a stigma, and it is, but it's also true. Okay, next song is called Al Sfat Halayla, which means night's shore, kind of. And the lyrics is by Eli Eliyahu.
משליך חכה ארוכה של אור לפתות את השירים הקטנים בקרקעית חיי כמו משליך חכה ארוכה של אור לפתות את השירים הקטנים בקרקעית חיי יש לי סבלנות זמן מכאן עד העולם הבא שנים אני יכול לשבת יש לי סבלנות אין קץ יש לי זמן מכאן עד העולם הבא שנים אני יכול לשבת של עצמי מחכה לשקיעה כן מול הבבוע של עצמי מחכה לשקיעה מול הבבוע של עצמי מחכה לשקיעה מול הבבוע של עצמי מחכה לשקיעה כמו דייג על שפת הלילה משליך חכה ארוכה של אור לפתות את השירים הקטנים קטנים בקרקעית חיי. יש לי סבלנות אין קץ, יש לי זמן מכאן עד העולם הבא. שנים אני יכול לשבת כך.
Thank you. I love that the lyrics, they're just talking about endless patience. I think when maybe inspiration doesn't come or the thing you wanted, or I don't know, anyone can relate it to anything, but really holding yourself in kind of meditative patience. It does not say the word meditation, but that's how I perceive it. And the chorus is, I have endless patience. I have time from now until forever. I can sit like this for years in front of staring at my own reflection in the water. Yeah, and I just really love that because so many times I feel like, come on, like either rushing somewhere or just can't wait for something or stressed about something and just like, just take it back. It's so helpful for me. And we got to the last song so fast. So last song is called Ernesto's Rumba, and it's based on these rhythms that I studied with a percussion teacher at Berkeley, and that really inspired me and made me want to write something. So here's Ernesto's Rumba. And, whoa, sorry. Before we're gonna play the last song, I just I always write it down because I always mess it up if I don't. So huge thanks to Toby for putting this together. Thank you so much. And to Congregation Sherith Israel. Of course, this beautiful hall and these beautiful people who do this lovely work every Friday and Saturdays and all the rest of the days probably. So thank you guys. And thank you to Asaf for the great sound. And once again, Gea Shell, piano. Angelo Stampinato on the drums. And the biggest thanks of all, of course, to you guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for sharing this with us. And thanks to the people at home. Yeah, that's it.
artists. One more. Come out again one more time. Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you so much to Tali and Angelo and Gaia. We're not quite sure how to segue, but we're going to finish this afternoon. This is definitely a tough act to follow, but we're going to close this afternoon Jewishly by bringing out Shabbat into our with our Havdallah service. Please, Alan. Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you. Appreciate that. So in order to really honor this afternoon Jewishly and this amazing music making that has been happening, thank you so much again to Tali and Angelo and Gaia. One more time, sure. Although these evenings are ending earlier, we do have the opportunity to make Havdallah when evening is really arriving. We see our windows are not quite as lit as they were before, and we are slowly farewelling Shabbat. So let's start with our opening Havdallah paragraphs as we light our candle. Hinel Yeshuati Eftach velo efchad Ki oziv azim radia Adonai vayahili li shua ושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישוע לאדוני הישוע על עמך ברכתך סלה אדוני צבאות עמנו משגב לנו אלוהי יעקב סלע, אדוני צבאות אשרי אדם בוטח בך, אדוני הושיע, המלך יעננו ביום קוראנו. ליהודים הייתה אורה ושמחה וששון ויקר, כן תהיה לנו. כוס ישועות עשה, ובשם אדוני אקרא. יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די די Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai dai yai dai dai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagan Dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei Samim Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 yai dai dai Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Baruch העולם, בורא מאורי האש, בורא מאורי האש. יאי די יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די די יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די די ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המבדיל בין קודש לחול המבדיל בין קודש לחול יאי די יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די די יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די די המבדיל בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו ימחול, זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, והכוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הקלעדי, במהרה בימינו יבוא אלינו, עם משיח בן דוד, עם משיח בן דוד. אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הגלעדי. אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הנביא הבנה בו יתמריך בו בשתיקי לא שכב לי בו גם לא ראה שינה אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הנביא הבנה בו יתמריך בו בשתיקי לא שכב לי כי גם לא ראה שינה אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הנביא הבנה. Shavua Tov. Thank you so much again to Angelo, Tali, and Gea. It's been such a pleasure playing with you, hearing you. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I don't know about everyone here, but live music has only recently re-entered my life, and it's been so wonderful to have musicians in the building and to just be able to experience music together. So thank you again for everything you brought to us today. It was such a blessing. Thank you. Thank you to our listeners at home. Shavua Tov.